Is there any artist unsigned who you're a fan of and they don't know you're a fan? And it actually doesn't have to be Atlanta. It could be anywhere. Unsigned, you're a fan. They don't know it though.
I say Forte Bowie. I think. Well, I might have talked to him like once or twice, but yeah, I'm definitely a huge fan of his stuff. I mean, he raps, he produces. It's crazy with it. Forte Bowie, definitely a huge fan. Okay. Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice that someone else has given you, and who is that person?
I don't know if I can say the best, because I had a lot of great advice. Okay. I say one of the best jewels of wisdom that I've gotten have been from my one of my DJ mentors, or perhaps, you know, the one that's had the biggest impact on me and where I am now, DJ Cowboy. And I was kind of, when I first started DJing, I was just DJing skating rinks. So he heard me DJ at the skating rink, then he brought me to DJ at this bowling alley called 300 Atlanta off of like Chamblee Tucker Road. We used to do that on Sundays. And I remember I was getting impatient because I wasn't, you know, like making the amount of money I wanted to make, and you know, it just, things weren't happening fast enough. But then I had lost sight of like where I come from to get there. And he told me, he was like, you know what, don't take this opportunity for granted, because when you go on to do more stuff, there are going to be so many people that come along and say, man, I remember when you were DJing here, I remember when you were DJing there. You don't want to be that guy that just came from doing this straight to doing that, because people don't feel like they can relate to you, and it's like they don't know where you came from. But when you build that legacy and you do it the right way, people are now remembering like, oh man, I remember you was doing this, and it's like you give people a part of your come up by just, you know, really the lesson was just stay patient, because everything is paying off now. And I mean, this still isn't the pinnacle of where I'm going, but I'm, you know, I'm continually doing bigger and better things simply because I learned to appreciate the moment and what I'm doing right now. So, yeah.
Awesome. Did you do some work with Shaka?
Shaka Zulu?
Yes.
Yeah, well, not professionally with any music, but I've done parties and stuff for Shaka Zulu and some of his affiliates before. Yeah.
Well, as being a DJ, let me ask you a question. What would you say is the biggest difference between a battle DJ, a show DJ, and a club DJ?
Those are major differences. I could probably kind of break it down in what's most important to each of those three. You said battle, club, and show. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably start with the most complicated, which would be a battle DJ. Even though I have seen a lot of recent DJ battles, that's not really what I would consider a DJ battle. But if we're just talking about like the DMC championship style battles where you know, on actual vinyl, not using the computer and scratching, I mean, it's technicality, it's song, sound selection, you know. And when I say song, I mean like the type of beats that you're scratching to, the type of scratches that you're implementing there, because you might be battling a DJ and you might have something that says, oh, this the other DJ da-da-da, you could da-da-da, and they scratch it the right way. Crazy. So I think it's, you know, sound selection, technicality, song selection, and just like degree of difficulty for a battle DJ. Like they're looking at like, damn, how do you do that? So I think for a battle DJ, it's more about how you can talk with your hands more than anything else. I mean, mics should not be involved in DJ battle, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's like, what can you do with your hands? Then you said show DJ. So I'm going in order of difficulty. Show DJ, I mean, if we're talking about like, I'm assuming you mean like tour DJ type of thing? Okay. Or, you know what, I'll break it down both ways, because it could be a tour DJ for an artist, or it could be somebody like a David Guetta or somebody who's actually performing a show. Now that is all about, like, I would say show value, like how into it did you get the crowd? That's probably the most important thing, because if you're opening up for artists, you don't want to play the artist songs, of course, that's 101, but you want to do everything outside of playing the artist song to get the crowd hyped, so that they are ready for that artist to come out, especially if they don't have opening acts. And then for, you know, if you are the main event, then yeah, you got to have a hell of a show. So whether it's lights and stuff or just the way you do your blends, you know, like Just Blaze is one of those people who he tours and, you know, he DJs and stuff and does his own sets in front of a crowd of people. And that's what he puts into his show. It's like, okay, how can I flip? Like he'll go through and just chop samples that he produced and put them in and make a new beat out of it. It's like stuff like that for a show DJ. And then for a club DJ, I don't want to oversimplify it, and I'm not even saying that it's the easiest of the three. This is just my opinion. Club DJ, play what's appropriate for that club. Now, I'm a mixologist. I like to blend my records, but I've seen a lot of DJs that don't necessarily blend the records. They play the right songs and it works. So I'm not gonna, you know, take that away from them. But I would say for a club DJ, that's what's important. Play the right music.